1079 KBPI, as promised, fired up to have her back on the phone. If you guys recall, when Pretty Reckless first dropped Death by Rock and Roll, we were like, oh my God, we got to get Taylor on the phone. And we talked to her just about that release, what it meant. Now the album comes at us. Taylor, thanks for taking the time to join us, and hope you're well.
Thank you. Thanks for having me back on, man. It's good to hear your voice.
Yeah, you too, man. I'm fired up for you guys. Death by Rock and Roll comes out February 12th. People can log on right now, get it, grab it, pre-order it. And, man, when you were telling us earlier about some collaborations that you had, I got to tell you, man, I was looking forward to it, and then I get small doses of pieces of this album, and, man, I'm going to get on that list for a pre-order because, dude, some of the stuff that you're doing, like 25, let's just take that song. If you guys haven't seen the video, y'all suck. I'm telling you, man, it had to be cool just to be, you know, all dressed to the nines, but yet still the raw, rockish Taylor that we all know and love in a song that, God, the lyrics, how you sort of navigate, you know, the years and chronologically go through how you never thought you would make it at 25. It really is a powerhouse tune.
Oh, well, thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you so much. You just overtalked me. I don't know how to follow that up. You made me blush. No, I mean, 25 was one of the first songs written for the record. I think it was the first song we actually recorded because I wrote it when I was turning 25 and recorded it right after I turned 25. So yeah, if I'm correct, that was the first song we did, and it is a very kind of autobiographical song. And you know, I was reflecting on. You kind of said it all. I was reflecting on life and you know, my life and where I'd been and where I was possibly going and going. Well, 25, here I am. Can't believe it. And the video was that was the first time since quarantine started that I left my house. We went to New York City, which was very scary, but also very, very fun. But I'm a complete hypochondriac, so I was very nervous about it. But we filmed it, we got it. You know, all the COVID safety protocols were taken. Everything was smooth sailing. Aside from the fact that we filmed it in November on a rooftop in Manhattan and it was freezing, but it was certainly fun it kind of, you know, felt like a little bit of life again, was breathed back into me.
Yeah, you know, it really is. I imagine in your shoes, a lot of people think because you started acting when you were really young, you were on, you know, a lot of TV shows and movies and music. Imagine a lot of people's perception is that your path was fairly an easy one to walk, but when you understand your story, hear your lyrics, read interviews, and listen to your music, man, it really is truly an amazing just sort of up and down and path you've taken, and nothing's been easy. You lost friends, you lost producers. We kind of went through that, you know, last time I talked to you, but I'm telling you, I oftentimes say on the air that real strength is found in the struggle. And I imagine you're far enough past it now, you can use the struggle as reflection and how it shaped you. And from where we stand, you have to be sincerely proud of where you're at and what you've accomplished.
Thank you again. I am. It's you know, it's been a strange life so far, but I mean, who can? Everyone's life is strange. So, you know, mine's just a little different, but you know, I'm not going to say it's any easier or harder than anyone else's. You know, we're all dealing with the same, you know, life battles, especially now. So, you know, I don't want to. Mine is just. I don't even know if it's that unique, but it's mine. That's the only one I know how to. It's the only one I know how to talk about. So I put it. I put it in. I put it in the song.
It's just pretty powerful when you can turn that into your lyrics, your story, and people connect with it on the other end. It's it makes for powerful songs, and that's what we really, I believe, appreciate about Pretty Reckless, and a lot of the surprises that you always offer.
Oh, well, thank you. I'm glad you noticed. I take a lot of care with the music, and I write it for me because it's the one thing that, writing music is the one thing that kind of keeps me grounded and keeps me centered and keeps my head on my shoulders, and it's always kind of it's this weird combination of mixed emotions when you release something, because you take this thing that was so precious, and it's like, I always compare it to like a child or a baby. It's like, this is my baby, and now it's coming out into the world, and I have to, it's like sending a kid off to college or something and going, well, I hope I raised you well, and I hope you take on a life of your own. And so, you kind of just close your eyes and hope people can connect to it in their own right. And if they can, that's just the highest compliment you can get as a songwriter is when you wrote something for yourself and you put it out into the universe, and it relates to other people and in some sort of meaningful way. That's all you can ask for.
Yeah, fact. So how does it feel releasing, the album, Death by Rock and Roll, knowing that, Kayla was one of the guys that asked you to write that song years before, and the title track is that, and the album is Death by Rock and Roll. It's got to be February 12th. Got to be a big moment for you and the people involved that made it all come to fruition.
It certainly is. I mean, I feel like it's been a very long time coming, and at the same time, I feel like now it's coming up really quickly. Yeah. So it's kind of the same, kind of what I just said. I have a lot of mixed emotions about it, but the majority of them being just very excited. Like I'm really proud of this album. In my humble opinion, I think it's the best record we've ever made. I think we really grew, and it's very much a rebirth for the band, and I'm just really excited to share it with the world.
Yeah, I read that's kind of your album cover, for those of you that don't know, is her on a tombstone with nothing on, just her. No makeup, no clothes, just nothing on a tombstone. It's a straight savage-ass picture. I saw it, I was like, damn, give me a goosebump. Just one big one. But that's kind of what that kind of reflects, right?
Absolutely. I mean, I think record covers, to me, they're always very, record covers are challenging because to me they're really important, and they're always, I don't want to say a struggle, but they take a lot of thought and a lot of pre-work. The shooting of the record cover takes like a day, but the mental prep work of what is this going to be when you've spent so long creating an album and a body of work that has so many layers to it. How do you capture that in one photograph?
Yeah, impactful.
And really make that impact that says everything in one picture. And really, my concept with the record cover was that of rebirth, of representing life, representing death, and the full circle of rebirth, and having it be as pure and simple and kind of thought provoking and honest as possible, and in the sense that, you come into this, you're born naked, you come into this world with nothing but your soul, and you die and you leave this world with nothing but your soul. And I really wanted to kind of capture that in an image. So, clothing did not fit into that equation.
Hey, I hope I go out like I was born, naked and screaming. Like, Taylor, I know we're out of time. Taylor Momsen, Pretty Reckless. The record, Death by Rock and Roll, comes out February 12th. Get on the pre-order. Hey, we absolutely appreciate for your time, and just love chatting, catching up with you, and all the things you're doing, man. Keep up the great work. And on this end, we'll do our part to make sure it gets out there to the masses, all right?
So appreciate it, man. We love you guys. Thank you so much for the support. And honestly, so great to talk to you again, man.
Yeah.
Too long.
Absolutely agree. I can't wait till we see you in concert. And I'll leave that for another conversation.
I know. I can't either. Hopefully we'll be doing this in person next time.
Absolutely.
Hopefully the world rights itself. So
Amen.
Stay safe, and I'll hopefully see you sooner than later.
Okay. Thanks, Taylor. We appreciate it, okay?
All right. Thanks.